Hey peeps, it's Andercon, and today I'm going to be making a spider spawner XP farm. Oh, that sweet XP! So, what I got working on right here is, here's these two spawners I found in the last episode, and they're close enough to use with each other. And I got some squares laid out. Now, what these are is, this one right here is the spawning area for the cave spider spawner, and the cobblestone one is a basically a marker for where you have to not put the end result. For instance, if I've got 6 or more cave spiders within this cobblestone circle, no more cave spiders will spawn within that area. So whenever I funnel all these cave spiders to a point, it has to be outside of these circles here. Now, how you get these circles is to determine the spawn room for any spawner. You hit F3 and you look for, see where it says X, Y, Z, and F. And the F has just one number on it. Now, what you're looking for is 1 and 2. So, you take 1 and you place 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you place the 5th one out, and that's your wall. And you do the same thing on 2, which is be this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and your 5th one, and that's your wall. Now, on the other 2 directions, you place out 3. And the 4th one will be your wall on direction 0 and 4, I believe. Or let's take a look. This is direction 0 and 3. Okay. Guess there is no 4. So the reason why it is that way is because spawners have an oddball and off-center spawning room. It's kind of odd. Oh well, that's the way it goes. So I will want to make a spawning room here, and in a moment I'll go ahead and lay out where the spawning room needs to be for this one, and then I'll try to figure out where I want to stand when I am funneling these spiders to me. So I got both spawners laid out of where the rooms are going to be, and they're going to be this size mostly for water reasons, because I'll be putting water in the back and pushing everything up that direction. Now, also I want my spot where I'm going to be gathering them right around in here. So right here I'm going to look at this last block right here, and the last block right there. They converge right at this spot. So I'm going to attempt to get everything to come right here, and this will be where I gather a whole bunch of them and kill them off all at once. So next thing up is to probably make the rooms themselves. I got to put a floor in on this one since it's a little higher, and that one's down 1, so it's a nudge lower. I don't have to put another floor in that. I'm going to be building this out of this nice red wood planks. I could use cobble or stone just fine, but just to make sure I don't accidentally tunnel into it later for whatever reason, in case I happen to hide this inside of a wall or something, I just want it to be easily distinguishable from every other wall in this area. So I'm going to put this on 3 sides, and the 4th side I'm not going to put the wall on just yet. Now this is going to be a 3 high wall, and well, actually 4 if you count the ceiling, because I do need to make the ceiling. So put this up here, and I'm a little low. Okay, I made it just high enough, I guess. So need some more wood. And now that I got the roof on it and all the walls, or 3 of them anyway, I'm going to put in some lighting. So I got 8 redstone lamps. I'm going to put 4 in this one. And for now, I'm just going to power these with switches until I've got everything finalized, because who knows if I'll move things around. And hopefully there'll be enough lighting to keep things from spawning and killing me. Would be nice. So, one of these is a bit cockeyed. I'll move this one up. And I want it here. Right here. There we go. Now you can use pistons with a lighting source behind it if you want. That way, you know, if you haven't got a hold of glowstone, you could probably still pull it off with torches that way, if you wanted to use pistons instead. Or if you really want to, you could just, when you're done with it, take out all the lighting and say screw it. Now, hopefully I can go ahead and get the rest of these torches out of here without anything spawning on me, because the idea later is to be able to turn the spawner off. That way, if I want to do some maintenance or want to change a design inside, or if I just want it off because, you know, maybe I got don't want to have too much stuff spawning here at once, I can do that. So it looks like it's doing pretty good. So I believe the spiders will only spawn within this 3 tall area, and they won't spawn above or below. And that should work out pretty good. And of course I'll have to do a little testing. Now that I got that done, I'm going to drop down some water. And I'll go ahead and make a little dinky reusable water spot here, because I'm probably going to use a lot of this. And I'm going to throw some water in the back. That way I push all the spiders up to that corner, basically. And I want to make sure they all get up to the front for now, and then I'll make something to push them over to that corner. So I'll have to put one here and one here, and I'll probably need some more. Just a little bit more water in here should do the trick. Push, push. Okay, I think that probably got it. Okay, well that'll push everything right up to the edge right there, and that should work pretty good. Next, I'm going to use some stairs, because what I'm wanting to do is have everything go to this edge, walk up a little stair, and I'm going to put an exit hole right in front of me, right here, pretty much. So next is all the stairs. I should only need 7 for this. Actually, I do need all 8. Never mind. Okay. Now next, I've got a whole buttload of signs. And I'm going to use the sign on top of the sign trick. And this will be to prevent water from, when I put a bit of water right here to push the spiders this direction, it'll prevent the water from falling up onto this square and just screwing everything up, since I want to enforce a direction of water. And I think I might need 7 or 8 of them. I'll check with 7, and if I need 8, I'll make an 8th. Okay, that's all my signs, and also I need a wall right here. Up to that point. Okay. And let's see what this does. Yeah, that works. This looks like it's going the wrong direction, so I'll probably need one more sign right here. And that should fix everything. Now, I have seen a couple videos on how to make this, and this is pretty much based off of some other videos, so this isn't very original exactly, but I'm going to try my best to put an original design onto this, if I can pull that off. That should work pretty nicely. Now, I think I also need to have a little bit of a wall right here, right there, and probably a spot right there, and that should make it so they all the spiders will get pushed up onto this ledge and then pushed to this corner, and then eventually go this way. Alright, I nearly screwed up slightly. You actually want your water down 1 square below the spawnable area. That way you get more possible spawns in here. So, I had to dig up my floor that I had just recently put in. And I'm going to put these stairs back in. And try this one more time. With a buttload of signs and everything else. So, be back with you in a minute. Well, that's fixed, and the next thing is, well, I got my water to flow all the way this way, but I want it also to continue flowing this way. Now, there's a couple different ways I could go about doing that. I could place a slab here and put the next water right here, and they would walk this way, but that may not necessarily be the best or most efficient, because I definitely want to make them walk all the way down this little platform as fast as I possibly can. So I'm going to stick a little sign right here. Actually, I could put it on the back end of this block too. I'll do that just for my own personal preference. And now that'll block water from going right here, but most likely things are going to get pushed or intentionally walk right past this pretty quickly anyway. So the next bit of water is going to be right here, and that will push everything out this way very quickly. But I'm going to wait on that until I've got the rest of this platform built. And I'm not going to finish that until I finish building the second chamber. So I'm going to start on that. Well, I got my second spawner trap mostly built. Just have to close off this bit of a wall. But I want to make sure you get a good view of what I did here. All the signs and where I put the water right here in this bit of a corner, and we'll try all that and see if it works out right. Now at this point I want to raise up the walkway where the spiders are going to be going, and just because I feel like it, I want to go ahead and quickly make it even with this one right here. So I'm going to, at least for now, try throwing a I don't want it right there. I want it back one. I want to go ahead and throw a stair right here. And where did I put that? It just there it is. Right here. Okay. Now, at that point, it should be level with the other one. And they can converge. And there we go. And they would converge right here at this spot. Now also, since I am not immediately pushing spiders up this, I can go ahead and knock off that sign because I don't need it just there. Instead, I'm probably going to need it right on here. So I'll go ahead and close this off here. And right here. And all this up here. And go ahead and put some wood down here. Move you out of the way. And I'll go ahead and throw my sign right here. Where did I put it? There it is. Now this will be so I can throw water right here and it'll push the spiders that direction. I'll probably do the same. Actually, I already got this one set up where I can throw the water right there. So I need another little bit of water for that, but not quite ready for that yet, shortly. Okay, so I'll go ahead and put these walkways together, just like so. And I felt like building in wood, it just looks nice. Now I also got glass, so I'm probably going to, at least for now, throw some glass on top. That way we can get a nice, easy view of this whole setup. So, more wood here, and along here, and I'm going to leave this, well, I'm going to eventually open up one of these somewhere. Other things I need to go ahead and get a hold of is a little bit more wood, apparently, and pistons, some redstone, And I'm going to try using a fence instead of iron bars, but I don't know if it'll work or not, so I'll get back to you when I get all the materials together. Okay, I went and got everything I need, and for this next part, we're going to do all the redstone wiring and everything. So you're going to need a couple pistons, stickies, and in case you're rusty, I'll go ahead and show you how to make the repeaters that we're going to need for this. And yes, I do run into a lot of people that can't remember how to make these for the life of themselves, even though they do use them kind of often. So you need redstone, redstone torches, and regular stone. We're going to need 16 repeaters for this. So, next up, I'm going to start putting the pistons where I need them. And this is where I'm going to be deviating from the standard design, basically. So I want one piston down on the bottom. Now, most of the time, they put them both, say, right here. I'm going to put one of them behind this block here. And I'll have to put a block here just so I can stick it on it, like so. Alright, that looks good. And I got my wood right here. Put that there, put that there. Throw this here so I can get out of here. I'll remove that in a minute. And next, you'll have to put a source for power. I'm just going to use a little switch. Simple enough. One stick, and which I forgot to make sticks. Lovely. Alright, so one stick and a piece of cobble. And I'm only going to need one for this. I'll go ahead and get this out. And where do I want to put this? I probably want to put this right over here, where I don't have a piece of wood yet. Move this out of the way. Okay, I'm going to put it here. Not there. God damn it. Pain in the ass wood. Move it. Alright, right there. And that should work. Now this will power the spot underneath of it. And I'm going to run this down to this bottom piston. And it is up, just as I want it. Now this will be so when the spiders get over here, I want them up standing on top of this square right there. So even if they don't all bunch up and right up the wall, I can just hit the switch and it'll push them all up and it'll be where I want them. Now the next part is powering this piston for a specific quantity of time. That way it doesn't kill the spiders but severely injures the crap out of them for a while. Now, this is the part where I had to look at a video to see exactly how to do it, and since I am doing this sort of not the exact same way, but I gotta mirror it, it may not, I might not get it on the first shot, so let's see how it goes. So I want some cobble to build this on, and I still got vines all over the place. Now, I believe it was probably 4 wide. Now, they had this build up with at the same level as this, but I'm going to power it a little differently. And I don't remember how many blocks long, so probably 5 or 6. So, I'm going to put a block right here. And I actually need some more. Probably 3 will do the trick. Maybe even 2 is all I need. But I need some of these right here. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to power this. And let's see, how do I want to do this? Now, the interesting thing with redstone is you can play around with this so much, and you can make it work any way you want. You could totally rearrange everything. And I may just rearrange this a little bit. So, I mean, there's so many different ways to do any one action that you don't have to follow a standard design. You can make your own, and I like that. So, I'm going to try some little things here. Now, I want a little delay before this thing comes on, and I don't want a zombie here kicking my butt. Get out of here. Go. Move it. Damn zombie. Okay, this stuff's not powered right at the moment. So basically you get to watch me screw around with a circuit until I get it right. Now hopefully this will turn out correct. And I'll probably like fiddle around with the whole design a bit and see if I can get it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yep, there's already a flaw in my design. Lovely. Alright, that wasn't too hard to do. I just threw in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 repeaters, and then a line over, and then 1, 2, 3 repeaters, and a line over, and then 2, line over, and then 4. And you could lay this out any way you want, as long as you got, let's see, what is this? It should be 14 repeaters set at full, so all 4 ticks on it. And that should be properly timed. Now, I'll have to run some spiders through it and just to make sure I'm not off by a tick or two, and I'll let you know if I am. So, next thing up is to glass this thing in. And I need to... Actually, I gotta put in the water first. So, with this particular one, I gotta put a water on top of that block. And right here. And then, after I glass this up, we can see how many horrible, nasty bugs I've got in my design and see if I've got to remake the whole thing. Since I'm not quite running the standard design here. So, let's see, I gotta glass this in. Like so. Oops. God damn it. Get out of here, glass. I actually would like a piece of glass. Do I want a glass there? Yeah, I'd like glass here too. Okay. Oops, I fell in. Oh well. Now that needs to be open. So does this spot here. Now, I need to put something over top of this hole, but not completely close it off. The recommended solution is iron bars. And just because I feel like doing things different and I like the look of wood, I'm going to try some fence, just to see if it works. I have no idea if it will, but we'll see. So I'm just going to put a piece of fence on top, see if that does a trick. I don't know if it will or not. And I gotta move my ceiling up a little too. You're in the way, ceiling. Get out of here. Now, after I test this thing out and make sure it works, which I can go ahead and turn it on now, I will pretty everything up, finalize the design, and then I'll probably lay this area out in some really, really beautiful way. Just because I don't like making anything ugly. It's just not for me. I like making wonderful works of art, even out of my functional designs. Okay, so I need to throw torches up here so nothing else decides to spawn. That'd be a good idea. Because I don't want creepers dropping in on my head unannounced. Oh, and also I could probably use to remove torches off of things, but we'll go ahead and test this and make sure it works first. Because I think I still got some torches left inside of that. So... Well, I'm thinking it could work. Whoa, things are bugging out here a little bit. Yeah, it seems to be working just fine. I got a whole buttload of these guys in here. Since I punched one's probably going to die from this when I turn this on. And, of course, since I'm on a server, things will kind of bug out and they'll flip out in here. Sometimes they'll hit you, too. Now, I should be able to just one-punch them. Yep, hey, my design works. And they all died, just with one punch. Now, to get all the stuff, you'll have to remove this block right here, and then any drops and any experience will come flying through the wall. And then you just open this thing up, flip that switch, and it'll open up that bottom block for any of the mobs to start coming back in this little block here. And, now, you may not want to stand right here while it's on. And I might do a little testing to see if having a I might do a little testing to see if a iron bar will keep these things from flipping out so much. But obviously this is working quite well. Look at all these crap ton of spiders here. I mean, holy shit. Now, I figure things will still hit me occasionally because I am on a server. And things are a bit laggy and buggy. And I haven't, completely prettied this whole thing out. But my final design should work nicely. That looks funny. They just go everywhere and then jump back into the hole. Now the other option, instead of smacking these all to death, you could use a splash potion of any kind of damage, and that would do the trick too. It works pretty nicely. I'm going to turn these off and make sure I take out all the torches out of this one, and probably pretty this up a bit. And I might try the that other thing here. The only problem with if you have the iron bars, you might have to have a block next to it, but we'll find out. Well, the next step is to set up the lighting. So what I'm going to do is have a bit of a redstone running to everything, and I'm going to have the switch for lighting right here, right on top of a redstone light, pretty much. So it transfers the signal right underneath of it, and I can run it to wherever I need it. So I'm going to hide this stuff in the corner as best I can. So I'm going to put this right here, and run over here, put a redstone torch right there. Then I can get rid of this one right here, because that was just keeping things on until I had everything set up. And it powers all four of them, so I don't need a repeater for that one. And how's this one? I might just need a repeater for this. Looks like it. Unless there's some easy way to fix it. Nope, need a repeater. Oh well, that's all there is to it. So I can just slap this thing down, say right here. It'll be fine that way. And go up top and make sure I've got all the lighting set up right up there. So with this one, it's just ran right to there, and redstone torch right there, and make sure it'll make sure everything's correct. And should be yep, all four of them are on. Now with that, all I have to do is flip switch, and all the lights turn off, and everything spawns very quickly. Now next is prettying the thing up a bit and putting a proper floor in here, because this is kind of a mess. Ow, my ears! They're dying! Alright, because I'd like to figure out what's going on with me getting smacked through the wall.